I'm Austin from WristCheck, and today we are here to discover this incredible new brand. And we are here with Axel, the founder and CEO of Vanguart. How are you?
I'm very good. How are you?
Amazing. Very happy to be in Geneva and really excited to be here with you and to discover what you've built over the past few years. So I guess to start off, maybe you can talk about, how you got into watchmaking, what was your previous experience, and what was the journey that led you to create your brand, Vanguart?
So the journey began 12 years ago. I had the opportunity to go to APRP and do an internship. Then fortunately I joined Giulio Papi.
Amazing.
And I worked 8 years beside Giulio Papi, learning everything I could to create good watches.
Giulio Papi is celebrated for being this creative genius as well as being a technical expert. And so how was it like peering into the mind of, one of the modern goats?
That was incredible, I would say, because there is another way of thinking watchmaking. That's a unique way. We approach the problem way differently, and that leads to have different solutions in terms of how do you interact pieces together, the size of pieces, and so that's a new way of thinking watchmaking for me.
So it's well known in the industry that APRP also produces movements for multiple other brands. Are you able to share if you worked on any of these brands? It must have been really exciting.
So yeah, I had the privilege to work on AP, RM, Chanel, among others.
Oh wow, amazing. And how was that experience?
That's very nice because that's really rare, I would say, to touch different DNA.
Yeah.
So you are the top of the movement design in Switzerland, and you touch the best brand, I would say.
Yeah.
And so expressing in different type of DNA, that's really beautiful.
That's amazing. And so since you've worked with so many different types of brand DNAs, I'm really excited to discover the brand DNA that you've created for Vanguard.
And of course, playing with all those DNA, we find gaps in between. And it's not that we want to explode those gaps, it's a way for us to express another way.
So let's discover your first timepiece.
Yes, and that's, you didn't saw the piece before.
No, I haven't. This is the only reason why it's not facing me.
Exactly.
I'm excited to discover it for the first time.
Let's go.
Whoa. So tell me about it.
So, read the time here. So it's 12:41.
Yeah.
On the left, you have the pour reserve indicator going up and down on a cylinder.
Nice.
And so you have 3 coaxial discs going beneath the tourbillon, which is a flying tourbillon. And those 3 discs will be triggered every single minute and turn. So we trigger it like an automaton.
Oh, wow.
So you just missed the...
Oh, I just missed it?
You just missed it. So let's do it again.
Yeah.
So in 1 minute it will jump, but in the meantime we will use the crown here, and on a usual watch you turn the crown and the hands are going forward. But here we have a simplification. It's a joystick. So if you turn it 60 degrees forward, it makes +1, +1. If you go backward, minus. And if you hold it, it keeps going.
What?
Please.
That's so cool. So how do you wind it?
You wind it,
Yes.
Position here, so you wind it. And there is double bar on the back.
Yeah.
One for the complication, one for the tourbillon. And if you take second position to set the time, you can play with it.
Oh, wow.
With the joystick.
Wow.
At Vanguard, we have a focus on the user and the ergonomics.
Yeah. Oh, I just saw it change.
You said?
That's so cool.
And that focus brings us also to the sensation.
Yeah.
So, of course, seeing a Vanguard in picture or in a movie, completely different, you need to interact with it.
Yeah. And
interaction is a big principle in Vanguard.
The movement is so smooth. Like it's not like a instant click. It's like a slow. Like it's really fluid.
And it's fluid because we have a inertia.
Oh wow.
In the back.
Yeah.
it's all those complications inside this watch that are related to black hole. The goal is to play with time.
Amazing. And I think you've done an incredible job with that. I mean, this is such a novel way of not only showing time, but the timing function, even with the power reserve. I mean, everything in this is just really fresh and new, which is something really rare nowadays.
I think that's unseen. At least that's unseen.
So congratulations. And it's really cool. I mean, normally I only see these in minute repeaters, right?
So basically, in terms of comparison, you can compare that to a grand sonnerie, I would say, that to a certain point in time, you trigger a system to strike on the gongs. Here, it's every minute you trigger the system to display the time.
Wow.
And what was complex is to manipulate a big dial, not just tiny discs.
Yeah, because it must require so much energy. How does that happen?
That was the
and the tourbillon, right? How did you manage that?
That was the big deal, having like a smooth energy consumption to move those discs, which have a huge inertia. That's why we have two barrels on the back. One dedicated to the complication, one dedicated to the time itself, go to the tourbillon.
And I love the finishing as well. I love the polished little X-bridge things on the barrel. Really cool.
So of course, everything is hand finished. And the particularity, so on the case, you cannot see any screws.
Yeah.
And in this model in white gold, the upper case is polished. On the titanium model, the upper case is matte, like this one. But the case is also hand finished.
Wow.
So you can see on the left side of the case, on the bottom, you have like a part which is skeletonized. Everything is hand finished also. So that's the tribute from our past in the, I would say, design of movement. We apply that also to the case.
To the case, yeah. And I can see that you also thought about the quick release, right? So you can change straps easily, I assume.
Yes, exactly. So actually now we have rubber straps and leather straps.
That was easy.
That was easy.
That was very easy. Nice. So has anything like this even been done before, complications-wise?
I would say nothing like this before.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen anything like this. I mean, to consider that there's a central flying tourbillon, minute, hour, second discs that operate like an automaton, a cylindrical vertical power reserve, plus a horizontal countdown timer. Yeah. I mean, how much work goes into this? Like, this must have like 1 billion components in it. Like, this is insane.
So yeah, there's like many components. So it looks simple on the face, but there is like more than 700 components inside.
Wow, that's like a grand complication almost for most brands.
Yes, or we are close to, in the mindset is like a grand sonnerie, I would say.
Yeah.
Despite we don't strike on gongs, but in terms of complexity, it's in the same DNA. And regarding the time, we spent like 3 years on the tourbillon, and then 2 years on the mechanism itself, on prototypes.
Wow.
And then we were, hopefully there was, for that to be made, during the time of COVID, we had time to test. So we are really confident that for a high complication, the movement is really reliable. So we offer a 9-year warranty on this. Wow. So for new brands with new complication, we are really confident on that.
Incredible. And I love how there's also no screws, no visible screws on the case as well. That's just makes you wonder how the case was even constructed, right? Like, it's super cool.
You barely see the junction between the upper part and the lower part of the polished egg, of what we called. And then you have the frame, the bottom section, which is hand polished also, but more technical, I would say.
Amazing. Well, congratulations. I think this is
Thank you so much, Austin.
Such an incredible first piece to launch from a brand. And what an achievement. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
And it's really ergonomic on the wrist as well. Wears really well.
That was a focus also that the watch could fit on small wrist, big wrist.
Yeah. Wow. This is cool. I already feel like I'm in the future wearing this. I like the typeface as well. What was the inspiration for the typeface of the fonts?
Regarding the shape of the watch and the design, Thierry Fischer, our creative director, did an amazing job to bring complex shape into the watchmaking world. And of course, you have a little taste of the culture of what we grow with. So, of course, a different type of futuristic movies that inspire that, but always in the respect of watchmaking. And that's also hard to make the combination of the shape and the finishing to allow something very specific to be decorated, and also if something happened to the watch, to be refurbished also. That's a key factor in the shape when you make a decision about a shape.
And how important is ergonomics to you? Because this is a watch that, you know, online when I saw it, I didn't know how big it was going to be on the wrist, but when I put it on, it wears incredibly well. I mean, the lug to lug isn't that high, and look at it, wraps my wrist perfectly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So after that, that's the science behind making good watches. And so Thierry, as I mentioned before, he's done an amazing job doing that. Tons of experience. He put all this experience in the shape that will go around your wrist.
So what's next for Vanguard?
So for the first piece was a statement for us, putting all the years of experience regarding the movement, the design, the ergonomics. And for next year, we will come with another piece which will be symmetrical. And we will be also working with Michael Friedman to build his first movement.
Oh, nice, for pattern recognition, right?
Yes.
That should be exciting too. I can't wait to see the symmetrical watch as well. I mean, I love this case, but I'm sure, you know, for the average watch collector, obviously most watches out there are symmetrical. So I'm sure that will be a smash hit as well. So congratulations in advance.
Thanks a lot. Next model will be completely exchangeable with the bracelet also.
From this model?
Yes.
Oh.
So there is like at least 3 models. So that's the first, second one and third one will share the same system. So that was also something unique for new brands.
Yeah, of course.
To bring something that we think for few years.
I mean, I think I've never heard of that for different product families using the same bracelet through an interchangeable system. I've never heard of that. Normally it's all within the same product family, right?
But you heard clients telling
that that's what they want.
I like the bracelet of the 44, but I want it on my 42.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was also to say, okay, if you want something really special on the bracelets, a special edition of bracelet, and you want to put it on Black Hole or the next model, you can swap.
Amazing. Well, congratulations again.
Thanks, Austin.
Really, really excited to see what you guys come up with.
But you're giving back the watch, right?
Oh, no, I'm probably just going to keep it. So thank you so much for allowing me to discover this incredible literal spaceship on your wrist, right? I mean, the Vanguard Black Hole is something that I don't think I've ever really seen in the world of horology. And so for that, congratulations. And I can't wait to see what you guys get up to next.
So for the next model, what could be nice is that you come with the wrist check community and you check the watchmaking facilities at La Chaux-de-Fonds.
Oh, I would absolutely love that.
Oh, great.
It's, I mean, it's a cradle of watchmaking, and I can't wait to see all of the talented craftspeople that you guys have at Vanguard.
Okay.
And so, you guys, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching.